Hey guys, it's Rainy and you're watching Rainbow Lollipop Productions, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a DIY American Girl fireplace. The materials you need are a cardboard box, some extra cardboard, acrylic paint, paint brushes, scissors, some sticks from outside, chopsticks and barbecue skewers, a hot glue gun, and a caulk gun. If you know what that is, it is optional, so you don't need it. But in case you're wondering, my cardboard box is a little bit less than my doll's shoulders and about the length of my doll without a head. So the first thing I did was just unfold my box and take it apart. Then here I folded it back together, and now I'm measuring where I want the opening of the fireplace to be. Now I'm unfolding my box and making all my lines a little bit neater, and making sure they line up, and now I'm just cutting them out. And I had these little flaps on the inside of my box, so I just traced around them and cut those out as well. And I forgot to film this, but I also cut out all the flaps on the back of the fireplace. Now I'm just gluing the box together. Here I just laid down my box on my sheet of cardboard and traced around it, and then traced around that and made the mantle as big as I wanted it to be. And now I am just cutting it out. So I tried it on my fireplace and decided I wanted it a little bit smaller, so I'm going to make the necessary adjustments. And now it's perfect. And now I'm just gluing the mantle on top of the fireplace. So I took two of the flaps that I had cut off of the box and just glued them together. And now I'm taking my hot glue gun and making some fake bricks by just outlining a rectangle and filling it in with hot glue. And I let those dry, and now I'm painting it black. I also painted the bottom inside of the fireplace black. Here I'm just taking my chopsticks and my barbecue skewers and cutting them into the size that I need, and I'm just hot gluing them together, and you should end up with two figures that look like that. I just cut a bunch of little pieces and I'm gluing them together between the two pieces, and you should end up with something like this. Now that I made my fire grate, I just painted it black. And after this was dry, I decided it needed to be a little bit more interesting, so I added some brown and silver, and this is basically how I painted everything that went on the inside. And I just made two more of those to go on the sides. And now I am just gluing all three pieces together, and then gluing them inside of the fireplace. So I just cut some paper and glued it to cover the raw edges of the cardboard. And now I'm just taking some barbecue skewers and gluing them around the edge of the fireplace opening just to add some more dimension. And to make it look sort of antique and decorative, you can add some hot glue and do whatever design you would like. This is what I ended up doing. I did some hot glue designs, I added some paper and some other things, and I'm super excited to paint it and see what it looks like. Okay, so for the paint, I mixed some peach paint with some white paint, and I basically just went for it and did a first coat on the entire thing. And then I decided it looked too pink, so I decided just to use the white for the second coat. And I just did the same thing and went over the entire fireplace with that color. And I think I ended up doing like 2 or 3 more coats after this. You can just do as many as it takes to cover it. And I took my sticks and broke them up while the paint was drying so that I had some little logs for my fireplace. And I just took my white paint and I got some other colors like some gold. I don't know if you can see if that's gold or not, but it's sparkly. And I also got some peach that I had used earlier and my silver. And basically what I did was I just took out some of the white and then some of the other colors and mixed them together to get a nice color for dimensions and shadows. And I just painted some detailing underneath of the details that I had done with the hot glue gun, just to make it stand out more and look like there were shadows underneath of it. So you can kind of see the difference there between the two. And I just did the entire front side, and you can tell it looks a little bit different from this side on the other side. And yeah. So once I had finished that, I decided that the corners looked just a little bit sloppy, and so I took my hot gun, and if you don't have one, then you can always just use your hot glue gun and then paint over it later. But I wanted to use a hot gun because it was the same color as the paint, and I just filled in those cracks. And I just did this wherever there was, some space, like there's at the top or the sides, and just smooth that over with my finger. And there you go, you've got a beautiful fireplace. I would recommend getting some flameless tea lights, and these are really good because they're flameless, so they don't have fire. And put your fire grate in there, take your logs and your flameless tea lights, put those at the back, and then cover them up with your logs so that you got like this nice fire coming from your fireplace. And I think I rearranged mine a couple times just to get it right. And there you go, now you have a beautiful fireplace. So all I did was put my fireplace in my doll living room with this cool little clock that I found around my house. And I started decorating for Christmas. Please comment down below if you know what's missing from this picture. If you guessed stockings, then you're totally right. And the reason why they're not there is because I need to make some. So if you want a tutorial on that, please comment down below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. Bye guys!